Hello there. So, this is Alternative Future of the World Season V3. So, here we go. So let's start. Merca. Yeah. Ignore that noise. That's my feet rubbing against the table. It's a bit of a tight fit. So you know how there's there's protests going on everywhere really. I got out of the color wheel. Or actually not yet. So there's protests going on in Los Angeles and really everywhere. So basically Trump's deployed 500 Marine. Actually, it's more 700. Why are the San Juan Islands British? I mean Canadian. Okay, sorry. No. They're American. Wait, why is this not working? Oh, I guess this isn't working. So... Huh. That's weird. I don't know how to fix mouse working. So recognize the... Okay. I don't know what to do because... looks like... Right. Okay, so... Well... So I guess I can't do anything. So, I think I'm gonna have to delete this and see if that'll help. Nope, it wasn't this. My mouse just isn't working. Try to make a new layer? No. Oh, so I guess, Paint.net just isn't working. So I guess I'm just gonna reopen it and then, paste in new canvas. Oh, I see. It was a problem with, stuff. Oh yeah, selection. That was kind of stupid. Huh. It still isn't working. Alright. Alright, so... Okay. Well, I'm gonna window capture. I don't think it's going. Yeah, it doesn't show the image. Yeah, for some reason, it just doesn't show the image, which is. Okay. Maybe try. Oh, okay. Please stand by. We have a bit of an issue with everything going on. Oh no. What's going on? Use anti-cheat compatibility hook. Oh, hold on. Actually, is there anything I can do? No. Alrighty then. So, well, I'm just gonna use a display capture. I guess I'm just gonna use a display capture, and like get rid of this, and also this. Actually, alright, so yeah. So, Merca, there's like protests in Los Angeles and stuff. Oh, actually turn off anti-aliasing, like, maybe slightly off tolerance. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, there's like protests going on in Los Angeles, so like, yeah. Oh no. Oh, actually, yeah, that's meant to happen. Yeah, that's okay. So, 34. No, 33. Anyways, yeah, these islands are actually part of the U.S. Okay, there we go. Much better. The San Juan Islands are American. Okay, so now we can get back to stuff that actually matters. Protests around the nation. So yeah, Trump invokes the Insurrection Act of 1807, so like stuff goes down, basically. There's so I don't know what color. So I'm gonna use like this color to represent the protests. So yeah, there's protests here and like there's protests like here in Los Angeles, like just in any big city you can think of. So, like, also, this scenario assumes Zohran Mamdani wins the New York City Democratic primary, even though he probably isn't going to, like, well, he might. But, okay. So, let's get back to, well, so there's also another topic that I don't want to tackle. Israel versus Palestine. And also Russia versus Ukraine. So basically, so Trump pulls back American aid for Israel against Syria, as like Israel is already invading into Syria. Oh, that's So, yeah, like... What's that? So, yeah, like... So Trump's getting kind of cozy with with Turkey and Syria, so he condemns the action. Also, by this point, all of Gaza, or most of it had fallen. I can't really show Israel's advances on the map because they're so small. So they are advancing in Palestine, but not by much. So, like, Turkey starts providing aid to Syria and starts pushing Israel back. So America backs Turkey against Israel, and starts sending aid. So, because of Trump and his ego, I guess. And also, Venezuela is also another thing. So Nicolas Maduro is in a bit of a shaky position right now. So, say, maybe his position could be shaken up if a foreign power got involved. So basically, so Maduro starts an invasion of Guyana. Oh no. I suppose tolerance is a bit of an issue here. So he starts an invasion of Guyana, and then... Oh yeah, we're kind of doing that. Oh, crap. So... Okay, hold on. Okay. Just accidentally opened a window that is... Okay, so America doesn't like this, and also oil, so they invade Venezuela. So they use Puerto Rico as a base of operations. So basically, their war plans are... It's more complicated than this, but basically use the Navy and take major coastal cities and then move on from there. And also they have an ally, Colombia, because why not? I don't know. So the combined American Guyanese force pushes Venezuela out of Guyana and is now pushing Venezuela back. I originally wasn't going to include this, but I don't know, something got into me. So I'm going to include it. Anyway, so America lands on... I don't know who these islands belong to. I think they belong to Venezuela, or do they? I'm just gonna assume they don't. So America lands on these islands and these islands, Oh yeah, just they take islands on the coast so they can use as more bases of operation. Especially this one. Especially that one. And then they take this big one. So and bam. Actually, we're not gonna do the third Sand War yet. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the third Sand War yet. So Russia and China are kind of freaking out because Venezuela is kind of an ally of them. So they start sending aid, and so does Cuba. So in DC, Trump's administration, especially like Hegseth and people and other people are like, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? And Trump is like, hold on, I have a great idea. Invade them. Okay, I can give you a link to the map. Oh, hold on, okay, maps. Oh, yeah, and also Elon is a thing, so, yeah. So he is doing stuff. His new American Party doesn't really take off. But with the invasion of Venezuela and Cuba, it kind of is. Your streams used to be huge. What happened to them? Oh, you spelled happened wrong. There's an extra. It's HAPPENED, and I'm not active enough. There you go, there's the link. Okay, back to stream. We haven't even had World War III yet. How are we gonna have a World War IV? So basically, it's the second Bay of Pigs invasion. So China and Russia aid Cuba and Venezuela because they want America to fail. And so America, like, is using Puerto Rico as a jumping base, kind of like what they did with Venezuela. They invade here, and using the Florida Keys as a jumping base, or they invade there, and also here. Wait, no, here. So anyways, Colombia is also gonna join for, yeah. Oh yeah. I actually don't know where the Liberal Party of Venezuela is popular. So I need to make up a new color for Venezuela. I think I'm going to make, yeah, that's nice. That's good. So where? Oh no. Okay, so like I don't know where the Liberal Party of Venezuela is popular. I don't know that much about Venezuelan politics. So just found out my dad has to go to the mechanic and I can't be home alone, so I have to go with him. So yeah, the stream is going to end kind of soon. It's gonna continue. I'm determined to finish the Venezuela war before I have to leave though. So, like, I don't know where to start, like... So, America makes landings, like, around this area. I don't know. So anyways, like, landings are made here, and also some here. So this war isn't gonna last that long. Mainly, yeah, Venezuela is kind of unstable, and also with the American naval blockade, the price, like, Venezuela's inflation skyrockets. So it was at like 800% once. It skyrockets to a few thousand, possibly. So Cuba isn't doing very well either. The Americans had captured Havana, which is the most populated city on the island. And also their offensives in the south have been a major success. So essentially what's left of Cuba is a rump state. So there you go, and there you go. Cuba's gone. Well, it's still there. It's just it's now part of the U.S. because why not? So America is humiliated. So America is I don't know. Like America is I don't know. America. Yeah, well, I mean, they're ridiculed for the action on the world stage. But nothing's gonna stop them because they're still the most powerful nation, technically. And there you go, massive offensives. So it's around 2025, 2026. So Trump has actually also declared martial law in most states, and also Venezuela and like Cuba, they're under martial law. Also, America uses this as an opportunity to seize the Panama Canal Zone. So now America's in another war. There was the Cuba War, the Venezuela War, and now the Panama Canal War. So America takes islands and also makes a landing and takes the canal, and also Panama City. See, America is further ridiculed for this action. Oh yeah, but Panama collapses and is also made part of the U.S. So America now has complete control over most of the global trade network, which is kind of a victory for them. America already controls the Panama Canal. Alright. No. I'm pretty sure we still have military bases there, though. Or no, we don't. I mean, we did depose, like, Manuel Noriega from power in Operation Just Cause. Yeah, that was Just Cause. So anyways, like... the government of Venezuela is gone. Well, yeah. Maduro is overthrown and a liberal democratic republican is established in Venezuela. So overall, it's good for the Americans, because now they can leave. It's essentially a repeat of the war in Afghanistan, just way shorter. I mean, America also gets Venezuela to pay back a ton of debt. And also they get oil, so it's a win-win for all sides, I guess. So it's a win-win. Venezuela's now a kind of democracy. Like... Well, now, Venezuela is a democracy, I guess? So, I mean, that's a loss for China and Russia. But, yeah, the American public... But the American public is outraged by this. Because the public doesn't want America to be the world police. They want America to be America. So yeah, the 2026 midterms are a blue tsunami. Because they promise to stop interventionism. But that's not really going to stop Trump. He still tries to buy Greenland, and then Denmark says no, and then he tries to buy Greenland, and then Denmark says no, and then he tries to buy Greenland, and then Denmark says no. So, yeah. And also, actually, no. Also, Trump tries to end the war in Ukraine. And then, like... So I actually, I don't know where Russia, like the exact progress in the war, but like Ukraine is beginning to to push Russia back a little bit, not that much. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me get rid of this border. Russia still claims Luhansk and Donetsk. So Russia doesn't get that quick victory they were hoping for. Well, I mean, they weren't either way. So Europe is significantly aiding Ukraine, and Russia is kind. They're in a bit of a dangerous position. Oh no, I got it. Oh. So I gotta go soon, so like yeah. Also, I'm just gonna get back to Syria. Syria's pushing into Israel. Oh. So Israel is being pushed back, and they feel threatened, so they start bombing campaigns in Syria, which enrages the Turks. So they ramp up aid. So Israel is like, well, I don't really. So Israel isn't actually going to bomb Turkey because then Turkey would invoke Article 5. So, like, so NATO is like, well, you did. NATO is like, well, they need Turkey as an ally more than they want Israel as an ally. So they're like, you did this to yourself, Netanyahu. So also, the East African Federation is going to be formed. Eventually, it's not an instantaneous thing. This area is still in dispute, so I'm just gonna put it there. So, yeah, China's economy is still growing, and Trump is still chickening out with his tariff policy. Yeah, until Starmer held a meeting and was like, guys, can we stop tariffing? Can we stop tariffing each other? And then everybody was like, no. And then they kept tariff. And then America and Europe kept tariff. Then America and literally every other country kept tariffing each other, except for Britain. Britain isn't part of the tariffing game because I don't know. I mean, they have a trade pact with the U.S. don't know what Katonga's borders are. When Katanga... Also, Bougainville. I thought that was part of Papua New Guinea. Anyways, Bougainville gets independence. Finally. So I'm just gonna select Papua New Guinea and then turn green up, red down, blue down. There you go. That's Bougainville. Also, so the iPhone 17 and 18 come out, but they can't be produced. Oh. So we actually gotta go right now, so I'm gonna restart the stream. I gotta restart the I'm gonna restart the stream in like 10 or 20 minutes because